So we'll start with the solution. Now first thing they have asked to calculate is sales. Okay, now we know that sales minus COGS is gross profit. They have given information of gross profit ratio and gross profit in amount, so we can take that information to calculate our sales. They are saying gross profit is 20%. First look at this figure. Okay, 20% and 2,50,000. They are saying gross profit ratio is 20% and in amount it is 2,50,000. We calculate our gross profit on sales, right? So if gross profit is 20% on sale, we are considering, right? So gross profit is 20% on sale, which means sales will be 100%. If amount 20% is 2,50,000, then what will be the amount of sales, which is 100%? Cross multiplication, like you have 20%, here it is 100%, and you have 2,50,000, so you can cross multiply it. You may get 12,50,000. So your sales figure is 12,50,000. If you deduct this 100 minus 20, you will get 80% at COGS, and this amount 10 lakhs. So they had asked to calculate sales figure, and here we have got sales 12,50,000. I hope you understood. This is very simple thing to calculate. It was no brainer. Now the next, they have asked for sundry debtors, right? Now to calculate sundry debtors, what information they have given? Here we can see we have debtors velocity 3 months, and I don't think so other information is given to calculate this. So here you have to see that which ratio we can apply here, right? Now we know the sundry date. To calculate sundry debtors, we can use debtors turnover ratio. Debtors, the word debtors here is given, so we can try to calculate with this ratio our debtors amount. Now debtors turnover ratio formula is credit sales divided by debtors plus bills receivable. Now if we see, we don't know debtors turnover ratio, we are going to calculate it, right? Now we don't know credit sales. We got the sales amount, but we are still not knowing about the credit sale and cash sales. We just know the sales amount is 12,50,000. We have to calculate debtors, and we know bills receivable, the amount is given here in the problem. Bills receivable is 30,000. So here, to calculate debtors turnover ratio, when we solve this formula, we get some answer, right? And that answer is our debtors turnover ratio. Now this debtors turnover ratio is again applied in one formula. That formula is debtors velocity. You can see on I think page number 61, they have given debtors velocity formula. The formula is 12 upon debtors turnover ratio. There are 2 or 3 formulas are given, but we should take this formula because the debtors velocity is given in the months. 3 months debtors velocity we have. So here I have taken that formula. Debtors velocity is equal to 12 divided by debtors turnover ratio. Now we can apply this formula here. Debtors velocity they have given is 3 months. So debtors velocity 3 months equals 12, which is given in the formula only, and debtors turnover ratio we have to find out, right? So 3 months equals 12 divided by debtors turnover ratio. Now I can multiply this. I will take this figure at here, I mean whatever the debtors turnover ratio, this word I'll take here, like debtors turnover ratio, and this will come here. So debtors turnover ratio here and 3 months will come here. So DTR is equal to 12 divided by this 3, 4 times. So you got debtors turnover ratio 4 times. Now this debtors turnover ratio, this 4, we can use here. So again I have written this formula over here, debtors turnover ratio. The formula is credit sales upon debtors plus bills receivable. Now we have got this debtors turnover ratio 4, credit sales. Now nothing is given about credit sale and cash sales. Earlier also in the last video I had said, if nothing is given in the problem, we consider our sales as credit sales only. So we have got sales 12,50,000, so our credit sales will be 12,50,000. Divide by debtors we have to find out, and bills receivable amount is given in the problem. Now again we can do this whole debtors plus 30,000 will come at this side. So here you can see same thing I have taken over here. Now here you can see this 4, this debtors plus 30,000 I have taken here, 4 into bracket debtors plus 30,000 equals this 12,50,000. Now I'll multiply 4 with debtors and 30,000. So 4 into debtors and 4 into 30,000, 1,20,000 equals 12,50,000. 4 debtors I have taken 1,20,000 here. So 12,50,000 minus 1,20,000, 4 debtors 11,30,000. Now debtors 11,30,000 divided by this 4 number 4. So I'll get debtors is equal to 2,82,500. I hope you understood how to calculate debtors. They had given debtors velocity. We cannot calculate directly debtors with the help of debtors turnover ratio. So we use debtors velocity formula, and with that we calculate debtors.